What up, bro?
Work.
Yeah, I'm looking at the fireworks.
What are you looking at the fireworks, huh? The whole thing, the whole fire, the whole good piece.
Yeah.
Y'all boy looking at the fireworks while y'all looking at the fireworks.
You'll record it while I do
Man,
this?
come on,
bro.
Yeah, bro.
Record it while I'm doing this. We gotta help each other, man.
Okay, bless me on there, I got you. Ooh, that's a big one. That's a big one. Oh, man. Alright. Big boy blue. Me and my girl need to be posted or somewhere over there behind them on the pub at that land on the hill and they put in the pub, smoking, getting high them all. Oh God. Feeling that.
And it's zoomed. Yeah, zoomed. Now the thing is, as far as PETA, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, I think it's a noble cause. I think it's humane. I think it's something that a human being would be for. The ethical treatment of animals. Something wrong with a motherfucker that they can't treat animals ethically. Why not? You know. So they are very vehement in their passionate fight on behalf of animals. They have taken human lives. They have had zealots and radicals amongst their numbers that have bombed places that did unethical testing and had unethical treatment of animals in their facilities. They put their lives in harm's way on behalf of the ethical treatment of animals. They are sincere and genuine, PETA. They are. Though we are higher life forms, we respect all life. And all creatures deserve a full life experience. Not a terrorized and tortured and sabotaged one. So, bing, 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 and bing, bing, bing. Bing, 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 and bing, bing, bing. They're like a bass drum in the snare. Boom, boom, boom. Pickety, packety, packety, pack, pack, pap. Boom, boom, boom. Pickety, packety, packety, pap, pap, pap. Like, we make music with these things. That's something that's exclusive that only is. I ain't never heard of no other city doing that like that. But the question is, the time since we celebrated our independence, you know. ADOS Black Americans, y'all wasn't independent. That's Regents Field, Birmingham Barons home stadium, busting off. When Michael Jordan played for a season, that season that he, you know, daddy died. Yeah. He's a Birmingham Baron. Boom, 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 over Red Mountain. Doom, 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 doom. Hit it, snap. Boom, 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 boom. But those who were celebrating independence were the people of America, and they were very specific in terms of who the people were. We, the people. Now, if you a Black American, it wasn't you included. You was property. And it was very specific. You wasn't a person. You was 3/5 of a human, according to the Constitution. So you ain't had shit to celebrate. Other than, it was a good 99% chance on that day, 4th of July, that you probably wasn't going to get killed that day. And you didn't have to work. You celebrated that. That was happy. White folks was in a good mood and you didn't even have to work, no matter what. Cool. You celebrated that. But, like, you was 3/5 human. You was property. It was we the people and then we the property. You wasn't celebrating shit. You ain't got nothing to celebrate. You ain't conquered no lands and claimed no territories. You the property. But now, aside from that, being that you was 3/5 of a human, which would pretty much sound about like an animal to me, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Okay, where the fuck was Peter then? I mean, where was Peter then? Like, it's like we the only damn animal out of all of them that they would not stand for. Even when we would consider legally, you know what I'm saying, constitutionally, socially and every otherwise, you know, animals and very hated animals at that. You know, Peter hate the nigga animal. Wow. What are you niggas celebrating? What are you niggas celebrating? It's a fun time and it's a fun day and I like to shoot firecrackers. And what we'll celebrate is educating our people on the fact that this ain't our fucking, we are not independent, we are dependent. We are a dependent people. We are a dependent people, meaning that you do not, as a people, or as a community, or as a social group, or whatever the fuck you niggas want to call yourself these days, you do not control the resources amongst yourself as a community, and you do not produce the necessities of life: food, shelter, clothing. In and of yourself, not saying that ain't no black architects and black construction. I'm saying as a group, you do not feed yourself. In the food industry, if only black-owned businesses and such existed, it would shut down because you're not producing the tons of beef that we eat every day. You're not producing the trillions of tons of. I'm saying farming is looked at as something like don't know black folk like that. I'm just saying you don't produce your own. I ain't saying you ain't got no damn fashion designers. I'm talking about producing your own clothes. You know, like what from the cotton all the way to the end term of the garment, and on a mass scale to clothe a whole entire nation. You understand? You don't produce enough bread for the country to eat one day. You know how much bread the country eat in one day? Do you even know how many 100 million people inside the United States of America? I'm just saying. You niggas are not independent. You are dependent. You are dependent. You are dependent. You are dependent. And this country don't represent you. Let me say it like this. This government don't represent you. Never have. And the people of this government will never view you as nothing worth standing for, because like even when you was an animal, Peter wouldn't even stand for you. True facts. Patriot or what? Or what? Patriot or what? You know, these fireworks they doing, the European learned the fireworks and pyrotechnics by way of the Orientals. The Orientals had been using fireworks displays and pyrotechnics in their parades and spectacular, demonstrations of entertainment. And when the European Vikings came over there and were allowed to, socialize with them a little bit and get a taste of the Orient, they saw those fireworks, and right then, instantly, the old Viking, his brain went straight to, the violence that he was born and bred in, and came up with the gun, the firearm. It was by way of the Oriental that the thought was sparked and the idea and the knowledge was gained to use gunpowder to make a firearm. They was watching these Chinese folks just having fun with their fireworks. Never had they thought. He come and created a big, equalizer, a game changer, the firearm report. Europeans didn't create fireworks. They ain't come up with this. But from watching them who did come up with this, many millions of years they used these fireworks in the Orient, Japan, China, other places too. But it was these fireworks that they had mastered that allowed the European the Viking KV it sparked the idea, like the way these fireworks are just sparking. Like the idea was sparked to make a gun. We got atomic bombs now, but it was these fireworks displays that were viewed in the Orient and them war-minded Vikings. Say you about the 4th of July. This is the grand finale right here. This is the rally. But what say you about this shit? I am not a patriot, but I ain't no schools about this shit. I don't get mad at her, but I just know that this shit is celebrating some other folks' independence, basically gained it off of my folks' labor and terror and torture.